Now, you mentioned that this is in response to Israel's ground invasion in southern Lebanon and the killing of a Hezbollah leader. Is there the likelihood that Israel responds to Iran and also increases its activity in Lebanon?
Certainly. The Israelis have, over the course of the last 2 weeks, engaged in some spectacular intelligence operations to cripple Hezbollah, culminating in the killing of Hezbollah's leader Hassan Nasrallah last Friday in an Israeli airstrike. And they have today also moved in limited numbers into villages in southern Lebanon, but also today it was revealed that the Israelis have been operating in southern Lebanon actually for some time. Um, uh, they are intent on pressing their advantage against Hezbollah, and now they will respond to Iran. These things are linked and not linked at the same time. Hezbollah being the central piece of Iran's axis of resistance, and the Israelis want to grind Hezbollah down so that it can't immediately threaten Israel's security. The Israelis are saying that Hezbollah was planning an October 7th style attack, and that is something that obviously the Israelis want to prevent or are aware of and have been trying to prevent, and they want to press their advantage against Hezbollah. Now, with the Iranian response, the Israelis are going to press their advantage even more, both with the Iranians, given Israel's likely significantly more technologically advanced missile forces, and what they're doing in Lebanon.
You said Israeli forces are saying that Hezbollah was going to plan an October 7th style attack. And I was going to ask you, it's October 1st. We're less than a week out from the 1 year anniversary. Is that timing a coincidence, or is it all kind of playing into the broader picture?
It's unclear whether Hezbollah was planning this for October 7th, but in the intelligence that Israelis have gathered over the last few months with their special forces operating in southern Lebanon, um, they claim to have documents to suggest that Hezbollah was planning some type of attack similar to what happened on October 7th, and that Israeli action has made that now impossible for them to carry out. It seems unlikely that the Israelis won't press their advantage against Hezbollah, and will try to sever Hezbollah's capability from whatever Iran's intentions are.
Speaking of October 7th, what does this conflict, this escalation between Iran and Israel mean for the conflict in Gaza?
Well, I was just in Israel. I left just as some of these events were unfolding, and the Israeli view of Gaza was that major military operations were winding down. That while there remains a significant number of Hamas fighters as an organization, it cannot threaten Israel's security in the same way that it did on October 7th, and that Israel will remain in and around the Gaza Strip to continue to conduct anti-terror operations. But the major phase of Israel's military operations in Gaza were now over, I should say, which really makes lots of talk from the White House and elsewhere about a ceasefire superfluous. The Israelis feel as if they're done. They're true to the word that they want to maintain overall security control over the Gaza Strip. They'll do that by remaining in the Gaza Strip, unlike the previous 18, 19 years after which they withdrew. So essentially, they're turning the page and moving on to Hezbollah and Iran. The Israelis are determined to dismantle the axis of resistance that now surrounds their country, and they've been fighting on four fronts at least.